What's up, haunters, and welcome to pretty much the first haunt build video of actually being here in the haunt, building it up. Of course, it was about a week ago now, I started getting up some of these walls, and then this week I, of course, am continuing. This video is pretty much going to be all about getting lots of these walls up. Of course, start off the video, I'm going to be showing you what I've been working on, and then after that, going to be getting on to what I am working on next, and probably going to be doing some time lapses so you can actually see me building some of the stuff in here. So yeah, should be a good video, and yeah, of course, if you're starting your haunt, you can see how I do my walls, and then pretty much you can take inspiration and do some of the similar stuff too if you want. But anyways, that right there is enough talking for the intro, so let me take you through and show you what has pretty much been going on the past week here. Alright, so to start it off, right here you can see this is what it is looking like in here right now. Of course, there's not really any walls or anything up yet, so pretty much just a bunch of stuff put in random spots, it looks like. But yeah, pretty much the first thing I did about last week sometime was, of course, just marking out exactly what I plan to do in here. Of course, as you can see, there's green tape going just all around here. Pretty much, I just mark out the walls. You can see also just marking out where I wanted props to go. And then also, I just mark off like where I want people to be able to walk through. Then just labeling like different stuff, like I'm going to put some step pads for some of the animatronics. Then also just like names of each hallways and stuff. Then as you can see, everything pretty much seems to fit into place where I planned it to. That's of course the next step kind of after marking this all out. I got all the animatronics out for the collection video, and then of course I just put them in the spots where I plan to have them, and it seems like everything works right now. So let me give you a quick look at what exactly the plan is for this year. So of course right here is going to be the front. You'll walk in from, gonna have the big clown tent. Then right here is going to be arcade. You of course see we have Skill Crane right here. I'm gonna have my little Mist and Pumpkin guy there. We got this one right here, the pop-up girl, you'll be standing there. Then you'll enter into the Hall of Spiders. Of course, got Wanda Webworth to greet you as you walk in. I'm probably gonna have the witch here. I'm not too sure about her placement yet. She was an unexpected purchase for me, but we'll find somewhere for her. Then your Hauntress, I love this spot for her because it's not like at the end of the hallway will pop out a wall. Instead, it's like you're walking down the hallway and she'll pop out. Gonna try and hide her because right now, as you can see, like it's not really hidden. I think I'll have enough room to push it back more, but who really knows? Once I get the wall, so we'll see like how far back I actually push it. Yeah, Joan Spider, he's gonna be there. We're gonna have the table. The lawnmower's still out. I gotta mow the lawn next weekend, and then of course I can put that away. But then you'll of course enter into the bar. A new theme we're doing this year. We got Dean. Probably gonna have the Sin Scarecrow right here, just like drunk at the bar. We've also got Cerberus right here, where I think this would be a good spot for him. Of course, Jack Spades. And then continue on. We got the little like skulls theme. This is my skeleton band, which is technically gonna be part of Jack's Tavern, but on a sort of a separate theme, but sort of not. But pretty much, you'll walk through here. We're gonna have a light here shine on them. I think I'm gonna be doing a cool laser swamp effect just on the ground right here, which is gonna be sick. I just hope that having Cerberus over there, the fog will be able to come over here. If not, I may have to get another fog machine to sort of fill this area. But of course, got Reaper guy right there, and we're gonna have a whole skeleton band, got a backdrop level ready too. Skull post, and of course, enter into the Forgotten Toys hallway, which I've had it here in this spot before, I think. But we got Yoda, Forgotten Toys, Roman Bear, Dolly at the end. Then you'll turn to the Zombie Wasteland. We got Bog Zombie right there. Forgotten Farmer, of course. Jack Carver. Then over here is going to be the final theme. This is going to be the dungeon type of theme. Of course, here where these boxes are. I'm going to put the Electrified Corpse. I just need to get a new version of them because mine broke. First walk through, we got Death from the Electrified Chair. Got Rusty here. And then the Reaper, we'll probably put him like right like outside here maybe. Yeah, he'll of course be the exit and then lead you on to the graveyard. So that is what the layout's looking like. And as you can see, I just marked it all out and pretty much know where I'm planning to put all the walls and everything now, so that's great. So that's pretty much first thing, just getting the layout done and then getting these animatronics set up and put in place. Then the other thing I actually did last weekend was these walls here on the side. Of course, have some before and after clips I'll show you, but pretty much before it's just bare wall, and then these right here are really useful. They sell them at Party City every year. I think Canadian Tire sells them too. Maybe some other stores like Morse Costumes distributes it to lots of those stores that order from Morse, but pretty much just you get 2 rolls of these, each like 4 feet tall, so you get 8 feet of wall, and yeah, just staple them on here, and you can see it's like an instant theme. Looks awesome, and yeah, it's great to have on the sides right there, so put that up on both walls. And then the last step we did last weekend was, of course, with these ropes right here, which this is a really convenient way to do a haunt if you don't want to actually build walls. I know a lot of people use like pallets or they'll build stuff out of wood, but having these ropes here are really nice because pretty much I just have these like black sheets of plastic, and see they're like on there, which I get from Home Depot for like 60 bucks a roll, and pretty much I just cut them to shape and then just hang them down from here. Works really well, and yeah, honestly just the easiest way to make walls. You also have more room because the thickness of like building actually like wood walls, like you're gonna take up some room for that. But from these, you're pretty much taking up no room, which is convenient. You can see I have 4 of those. I have one right there at the front, another one there, another one there, another one there, and then these kind of like mark where the hallways are, for where the hallways are gonna be. So that's what I did last week, and then get to the last thing that I have done this week is of course get these box walls up, which of course, the one thing with these rope ones is it doesn't really work too well to have like ropes hang across and then walls hang down, just because these, you can see, they do have some slack to them. Like they have enough to support walls going this way, but to have them across, it just weighs it down too much in some points and then it just droops too much. So that's where these come in, which it does work pretty well. So then I don't have to store these in the basement. I can just store them here for now. But see, I got some old tires stacked up there, but then yeah, just boxes piled up, and these work very well. You see, like they're very stable. And then, yeah, they're pretty much just going down the middle right there, and then the middle right there. Yeah, pretty stable, so won't be falling over or anything. And even if these do fall over, you know, it's just cardboard, so it's not going to hurt anybody. We got those, and then those just need black plastic put on them. And yeah, that's pretty much all that I have done up until now. I guess I did also put up that because, I don't know, I didn't want to wait. I just really want to get that up. It looks awesome, but pretty much moving on. Before we can actually decorate this with all the decorations and bring those in, the next step is going to be with the walls. So of course we're going to have to wrap each of the box towers in them. And then also we're going to have to hang them along these ropes right here. I'm trying to get as much as I can done today. I probably won't be able to get it all done until next weekend, but hopefully next week I'll be able to actually start decorating here. But yeah, we're going to be getting these walls on. And now of course it's Sunday morning, so you know what better time to start hanging up walls than now. You know, nothing really else better to do. So yeah, let's get those walls in and start hanging them up. Usually I go back to front. So yeah, next few clips, 3 time lapses of me putting these walls up, and then I'll cut a little bit later to an update of what has been going on. All right, and there we go, everyone. We got the first wall up right here. Of course, the one that goes around the boxes right here, which went up pretty well. So it was pretty easy. I pretty much just taped up at the top, and then the bottom after the video also just went around and just secured it along there. So overall, looks great. Of course, on this side, it's gonna be all covered with spider web because this is a spider hallway, and then the other sides over here, I might just, I don't know, hang something on it. But yeah, overall looks great. So let's get one of these walls up. Alright, so of course, as you can see, looking overhead, I got quite a few of the walls done. Last little bits I have to do is this line along here. I also have one to do right there next to Darlin' Dolly. Then also I'm going to have one hanging down a little bit right here behind Jack Spades. And pretty much, I think that's the rest I have to do, so I'm going to do that tomorrow. I'll probably time-lapse that too. But anyways, here's how it's looking, and yeah, hopefully tomorrow we can get the rest of those done. Alright, so this clip right here is probably going to be the end of this haunt build video of putting up all the walls. I, of course, got the last one put in place right here, and pretty much I am all done with the walls now. It is, of course, time to move on to decorating each of the rooms, which I'll probably have a separate video out on for each rooms. But, of course, to show you a quick little look of what has been done, of course, you can see walls are up everywhere. I've got each of the little rooms set with the animatronics. Of course, each room is enclosed now. So, really, as you can see, the last thing I have to do is just bring in some of the props, make some props, of course, decorate each of these rooms. Like right here, I'm going to have to hang the lights all across. Going to have to bring the skeleton band right here. We'll look over here for the Forgotten Toys hallway. I'm also going to string the lights across. I'm going to have, of course, creepy stuffed animals all around. I'm going to bring in some other stuff for over here. So overall, lots of decorating to do, and yeah, hopefully, like I said, I'll have a video out on each room, or at least I'll do a live stream for some of the rooms too, so either live stream or a video for each room. But overall, it is going to look sick, and so far, as you can see, it is looking awesome. I even have a few spots where I could put some more animatronics. Of course, I have a few that I plan to have in the yard, but of course, it would be nice to have some of those inside too, just in case it is raining. So yeah, overall, looks sick, and I think with that said, that's pretty much it for today's video. Got all the walls up now. So with that said, that is it for haunt build video number 1, essentially, and sorry for the bad lighting right there. Of course, to get this place lighted a bit better, but overall, of course, have another haunt video out probably next week, or at least in a couple of weeks. I'm probably gonna have some time to work on some stuff here, so either I'll do it as a live stream or I'll time-lapse it, either or, but either ways, I'll at least have an update or a haunt build video out for each of these rooms. So anyways, that is it. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and of course, I'll see you next time. Goodbye.